particularly my wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office. And she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended her help to my colleagues.
Distinguished, please, I don't think this is a good idea going this direction. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, please.
There is no distinguishedness in this. Stop calling him distinguished. Of course, you too, you bear the name distinguished. And that's the situation. So you encroached on your wife's independence. And you think it's just your wife's independence. You encroached on the independence of the judiciary. You encroached on the sanity of our nation. You encroached on the laws of this country. You encroached on the peaceful coexistence. Impunity, that's the word. Impunity. To putting this in proper context, that's Alhaji Senator Adamu Bukachua from Gombe State, APC, of course. APC, the evil party. Every evil has to come from the APC. He's married to Justice Zainab Bukachua, of course, former president of the Court of Appeal. He is saying here in this valedictory session of the Ninth Senate, where confessions are being made without any form of remorse, without the recompense of this. Now you are confessing on the floor of the Senate of the evils you constituted while this administration or this regime is going away, and there is no form of recompense, there's no punishment, there's no remorse, there's no restitution whatsoever. That he used his wife Justice Zainab to influence a lot of judgment, a lot of rulings, a lot of court injunctions for himself and his wife, and his friends and his colleagues in the Senate. And you are seeing Senator Ahmed Lawan, who is the outgoing Senate president, telling him not to do that, and he should calm down. Just like the legendary off your mic. That's the situation. Impunity. The same Senate, the same people, the same set, the same environment. But it is the poor, the masses of the poor that suffers, the masses of the people that suffers in this country. And then you want to tell me that. Meanwhile, a couple of weeks ago, this same Alhaji Senator Adamu Bukachua was on national TV telling Nigerians that are not comfortable with the elections to go to court. Watch him.
So, whenever they see that something is done unconstitutionally, they can go to court. And the courts are there for them. And they prosecute cases. So,
with that being established, can we now see where our problem is coming from? No wonder in this country there are court injunctions. Prior to the last 2020 Edo elections, there were court injunctions as far as Port Harcourt, as far as Kano State. I know, of course, the constitution of this country gives permission to the Federal High Court anywhere in this country to be able to give a judgment, give an injunction. It is federal, and there's no problem about that. But why Kano? Why Port Harcourt? Because a lot of political leaders influences. Again, the word is influences judgment, influences cases, influences rulings, influences injunctions, and court orders for their political gains, as against what is obtainable, as against law, as against standards. If this was abroad, the same country, this man by now will be squeezing himself in a jail room, naming everybody has helped and how he influenced it. His wife. The NJC is here to issue a statement on this. His wife, the Nigerian Judicial Council, will be inviting his wife and review all judgments that the wife had sat over for the last 5 years, at least. As I talk to you now, but of course, it's business as usual. Life has gone on. In short, as I talk to you, there is a validity. There is there's inauguration of the 9th Senate going on now, right? 10th Senate going on right now, and then they want to elect a new Senate president. Impunity. So when you tell me Tinubu is working, I'm laughing, because there's so much to be done. We need to begin to strengthen our institutions. It takes some level of ignorance, and I can forgive you. But if you come here to want to argue based on technical understanding, then you know you are an idiot. Because it takes some level of ignorance to thinking that the presidency wants to work on showmanship again. Buhari did more than this. Don't many persons went to jail when Buhari became president. Olisa Metu was brought on stretcher to the court. People were vomiting money. Alison Madueke, monies were being vomited from every corner. We don't know what happened to that money. So I will stop celebrating all this nonsense. All this one you are saying, Emefiele said this and that, 500 million to the minister of I don't know, and all that. You are celebrating that. A president that wants to work will focus on strengthening our institutions. Apart from meeting with the service chiefs, have you heard the president met with EFCC, met with ICPC, met with the Nigerian Judicial Council? These are institutions in this country that will bother us about how to deepen our democracy and grow the economy. Because first, when Nigerians begin to do things sanely, this can be done. And then I was telling a friend this morning on the phone, celebrate Tinubu. If you want to celebrate him, it's okay. You have to, it's a level of awareness and it's fine. It is the masses of the people that have been told to suffer the brunt of every wrong policy and program of the government. You want to remove subsidy, the people will suffer it. When there are several wastages in government that government should be cutting. Why do we have an EFCC, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, and have an ICPC, Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission? This case of this Senator Adamu, for example, ICPC should be getting involved. ICPC should be getting involved. If you say EFCC, no, ICPC. But we have a proliferation of several agencies and parastatals in government, all of them making money and doing nothing actually. What is the NJC doing? Strengthening institutions is supposed to be the borderline. If this country must go, we must deepen our democracy, and then we must strengthen our institutions. The reason why the CBN can get order from Mr. President to be giving 500 billion without documentation, without any process, any procedure, anything, is because the institutions have been made weak because of political figures who gets to power. It is in this country that a governor will jump into a gutter to be leaking Smith to test the strength of the gutter. All these shenanigans and drama, mercurialness, cosmetology, beautification. After a while, things will be lost. The governor was decorating school, building, painting schools, but the teachers were not equipped. The students were not equipped. Curriculum of 1979 was still being used, but decorations were everywhere, and the people celebrated him as governor. Let's stop all this drama. The country is going down, oh. This country is going down, oh. You use your wife to influence court rulings, and everything is normal in this country. Abroad, this man will be squeezing. He would apologize, resign whatever position he has. His wife would apologize, and then they'll be going to review all the things that they have done. But yet, we are clapping. Do you know how many persons are in jail for judgment like this? Meanwhile, I was just doing my normal stuff and doing my research, and I saw a 2019 post of a guy called Chidi Kali, who has said that this particular senator, there was an Abuja Federal High Court judgment that told him to stop parading himself as senator after he won the election in 2019 because there were several issues. But guess what? He went to file an appeal that his wife was the president of the Court of Appeal. Of course, you know the outcome. That's why he's serving as senator. The PDP candidate and several other pre-election suits were, all of them they were influenced. They said it was dramatically influenced. That's the post you are seeing now. Go and check it out on Facebook, Chidi Kali. I'll drop the link to the post in the comments. Go and read. Somebody's complained and said this is a problem. You are going to sit before Court of Appeal where your wife is president of the Court of Appeal. Justice Zina. The country is normal. The other day it was OUK, Ojo Zokalo, saying that this country has not been fair. Between you and I, who has this country not been fair to? Who has this country not actually been fair to? Dangote will wake up tomorrow and say this country has not been fair. Congratulations to Dangote, richest man in Africa, richest black man, but I can tell you, remove government monopoly, government advantage to Dangote, it would be like you and I. Probably just be a common businessman. Country has, and then he's going to say country has not been fair. A man that is paying over $6 billion loan of the $9 billion he collected before the refinery even started working. Maybe they play, bombastic side eye. Now they joke. If a president wants to work, it is not student loan. It is not dramatic turnover. It is riot act to the institutions of this country. It is re-implementation of the code of conduct. It is setting up a special panel to review activities of all institutions in the last 8 years. Scrap the one that needs to be scrapped. Cut off the leakages and the wastage in this country. We shouldn't be the one bearing the brunt of illegal government policies and programs. We are the one to pay for fuel. What has government done now to subsidize rice while fuel is removed? Now they deceive. You have to be a dollar to be allowed all these shenanigans. We have seen more. What Abacha did in the first 6 months. Everybody vomited. Abacha was vomiting money monthly from his grave. Designed it vomited to PDP. Everybody in PDP was Okoro channels. Our institutions. Strengthen the institutions. Nigeria is a country of individualistic, powerful entities. Powerful politically, powerful in power, powerful in wealth, powerful in influence. Only a system that have strengthened their institutions can put everybody equal and give everybody advantage, or give everybody equal opportunities. It is called equality or equity. The job of governance is to make opportunities equitably distributed to all Nigerians. This one, where influencing court cases and court rulings and court orders for him and his colleagues. Only God knows who influenced Ahmed Lawa and Akpabio's. No one ever do, because so this is the final.